What are the challenges of scaling a small firm, and what do firm owners need to be thinking about if they want to grow a bigger business?
It's amazing. I always think of there comes a time in a young firm's life. There's very much that period somewhere between 1 and 10 million, going anywhere up to, and it depends who you talk to and what the firm is like, but anywhere from that 1 to 10 million all the way up to even to 30 or 40 million, when people are figuring out how to negotiate. That's a weird period of time for accounting firms, because you're going from, you had been pretty much one, maybe two people, maybe you have a couple of employees, but it's really just one or two partners. You kind of, everything is very loosey goosey, and you can grow your firm to the bottom threshold of that without really much in the way of being business, right? Being a sort of formal business. You can handle things in an ad hoc kind of way. You can handle your technology on the weekend, and your hiring is pretty simple, and maybe even get, you get somebody to help you with it. Maybe you have a part-time bookkeeper or a part-time invoice person, but really it's a pretty straightforward, simple, stripped down operation, because there's not that much in the way of corporate requirements for you. And I don't mean requirements in a sort of compliance sense, but just you need somebody to handle this. As you get bigger, though, and this is, you talk about what got you here won't get you to the next stage. Scaling from that point is not just, hey, doing more of what I'm doing now, right? If I'm doing 100 tax returns now and I got 100 clients, all I need to do is get 1,000 clients and 1,000 tax returns, and I'll make 10 times as much money. And it just doesn't work that way at all, right? As you get to that 1,000 clients, you add on all sorts of structural requirements you just have to have in place to be able to handle it. And it's things like, what kind of HR function do you have? Doesn't mean you have to have a full-time HR person, but it means you got to have somebody looking after that, because you cannot handle at that scale, you personally, or you and your partner or your couple of partners, you can't handle it. There's just too much going on there, and it's too important to not have it be handled in some kind of professional way. The same thing goes for your technology. The bigger you get, the more clients you're bringing on, the more data you have, the more back and forths that you're having, and the different kinds of back and forths that you're having. That's a terrible way of putting it, back and forth, but you know what I mean? Data exchange, different kinds of data coming in from a lot of different places, how you're making sure that you're keeping track of it, how you're making sure that it's backed up and it's safe, and so on. Those become not just bigger, but different, very, very different. So you need someone with some serious tech expertise. Your marketing goes from just being, hey, I talked to somebody, or some of our clients referred some stuff to me, to a business development function, right? And you need to have some support there. Again, it doesn't always mean that you have to go out and hire someone, and there's no threshold where you say, okay, you were making 2 million, and now you're making 2.1 million. That means you've got to have these 4 people hired onto your staff, but it means you need to start thinking about those functions in a much more corporate kind of way.